These are the most prestigious awards for 2024 BEG here, folks. And first to start, we got to name our most valuable purchaser award winner. Now, last year, it was Bourmet. Bourmet, you're going to have to... Marty, we need that trophy back. It's a traveling trophy.
Yeah, come on, Marty.
Forget the trophy. How about a phone call, Marty?
Yeah,
Let's
Marty.
Go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
First and foremost, we appreciate everyone who watches the show.
This is a tough call.
And yes, it is. I mean, you got to think about everything,
I don't
every
even know how you
platform
come
we're on.
to, like,
Well,
it should be a list.
It should be. And there was, a lot of finalists. The biggest puss of the year.
Well, why don't you go cry about it, you big puss? You big puss.
And this is another big one of the big five here. All right, now the finalists are... All right, folks, welcome back to BEG Wrestling, baby. We are here. 2024 award show, folks. It was an incredible year for BEG and for wrestling. And Kevin, actually, this is the year you pretty much came on the show. I think we announced in last year's award show we were starting a new show. So Kevin's first year on the show, and our year 3, I believe, officially, our third full season here at BEG and our third annual award show, right? We were the first ones to come up with this idea. Pretty sure, right? Is that an award? Congratulations,
No, wait.
I'm just kidding.
I see where the bike you're going down.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm sure someone thought of it before. But listen, we got a lot of awards. I got like 50, but I'm going to name a handful here at the start. Some of these have been named in the past and some other award shows, but there's some obvious ones. First and foremost, folks, the 4-time NCAA champions. Last year, Aaron Brooks and Carter became the 6th and the 7th all-time, okay?
Yes.
I also have my match of the year. I have as Messin Brink versus Carr in the NCAA finals. How can that not be, right? Come on now. Messin Brink kind of forgot to score at the end of the match, and that was incredible.
Okay. Kevin, do you agree with that?
I would say that, or maybe Hamidi and Messenbrink.
Oh, another good one. Another good one.
But I mean, Messenbrink was fire. Like, those ton of matches, so great. So either one is a win-win.
There's a couple other Messin Brink ones that were in the handful of finalists there as well. But hey, biggest surprise of the year came down to the finalists of the whole Olympic men's team not getting a gold, but the winner, David Taylor, going to Oklahoma State. That had to be the biggest surprise, right? No one really expected that to happen, especially out there in Nittany Lion country. In addition to that, comeback wrestler of the year, Sammy Sasso. The dude got shot. He came back, okay? Obviously, the GOAT team, the GOAT record was set. Penn State with the record-setting team. Our female wrestler of the year went to Amit Elor, the most dominant. That girl has not lost in a long, long time, but there are some incredible female finalists there. Sarah Hildebrandt in the running, Kennedy Blades, but ultimately it was Amit Elor taking it, right? I say that right. Also, our first two-time winner, I'm going to announce Bo Bassett, social media superstar, first two-time winner. Kid's a high schooler, has more followers than most collegiate wrestlers. So that...
No, wait. Just you're flying down through here. I got comments to every day going one of them. Okay. I might not agree with every single thing you're putting up there.
Okay. So far, you got to agree with all those. So, right?
Which ones did you name?
I'm only naming the red. I got a lot to get through here. So,
okay, female wrestler of the year. Yeah, of course, that's correct. Bassett and his little.
Yep.
I'm personally had it with this. Kevin, did he even drop any teams last month? Shouldn't we be down to 4?
No. It's just getting old. Like, it's dragging on, and there's, we're not seeing anything.
He's building for a climactic ending. Climactic ending.
I think we're still at like 8 teams or something, 8 or 9 teams. Cornell was the last one dropped, I think.
Yeah.
Wow, that had to hurt.
Yeah. What other ones?
All right, next one up, though, is biggest upset. I got Aaron Brooks over David Taylor. You agree with that one? Kevin?
No, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
That's a good choice.
I mean, who thought that? Yeah. Who saw that coming, really? It's easy to play Monday morning quarterback now that it's happened, but when you think back, when we were at the trials,
no one thought that.
That was shocking.
He was the magic man. They were making a movie for his gold medal run.
We were saying pound for pound best wrestler in the world.
Doesn't even make
and
it.
Here comes a college kid.
Well, let me get that. Takes me to my next one, the biggest domino, which was the singlet pool for Brooks versus Hyde.
10 seconds to go. Brooks. And a caution for grabbing the singlet.
Because if you think about it, Zahid goes in there. Taylor beats Zahid. Taylor's not the Oklahoma State. So that wraps up.
You're just dying, just poking fun at anything Penn State goes wrong. Poking. Every one of your daggone awards poking at Penn State.
I think that also a finalist for domino would be Crookham over McGonigal in overtime, because had McGonigal kicking him down in overtime, what a domino of things happen,
True.
McGonigal versus Vito, and then McGonigal stays there, and who knows where Crookham ends up.
Yeah,
good point. Put him in the finalists. But folks, we got a lot of awards. We're going to hold all the most prestigious BEG awards for the very end, including the BEG Dog of the Year. And I'm telling you right now, the Dog of the Year. But Kevin's got some as well. So there's the prelims, and I'll get started. My first one. Another two-time winner, congratulations, Tom Brand's most entertaining coach of the year. And this one ain't close, ever, so far as we've begun these, right? Come on now.
No, I can't fight against
Kevin, you can't even argue.
I
But
can't even argue.
No way, man.
Come on, dude.
That smirk he does, that smirk he's got, it's just hilarious.
Hey,
How can you not
Kevin,
laugh?
you're watching an Iowa match, and the camera's panning to watch, and whenever the brands come into view, be honest, where's your actual eyes go? At that point, I'm not even watching wrestling anymore.
I watch the brands.
No. I want to. Yeah, it's. What is he going to do? What crazy thing is he or his brother going to do?
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I'm just trying to see if I can tell the two apart. I never can.
No.
I never can.
No, because I think that was Terry, the big puss.
I know. I don't.
Yeah.
I think that was Terry.
Yeah, but
They
I
are
don't know.
a necessity in the wrestling world, an absolute necessity.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Well, folks, we got a lot of awards to get to. Some serious, some not so serious. But, Kevin, you got some awards as well. So I went through my first list. I want to throw it to you for your first BEG 2024 award.
All right. This one really wasn't close. I got Snot Bubble of the Year, and that's going to go to David Carr after his finals win. You can see the little clip here. We got
For David Carr. He didn't know the score.
Hey, it's pretty. They zoom right up on it, and that thing has a life of its own. It's there, and you see it, and then it starts active. It's an active one, like a volcano. It's just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And that was pretty sweet. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
congratulations,
wild
David Carr.
celebrations, but I mean, where is his coaches at to help him out on that? But all right. I guess there wasn't any other finalists for that one, likely not. But let's move on. I got my biggest bust of the year. Okay, biggest bust of 2024. Now, someone would argue Ridge Lovett was a big favorite going in. I had him as one of our finalists.
Why can I sense a Penn State name's coming?
I also had the girl who missed the weight at the Olympics. Okay, most people would say that's probably would be your.
Yeah, that was.
But however, she was not a favorite going into that. So bust. We're talking bust. You had high expectations, right? Because she pulled off a big upset right before that. Congratulations. Our biggest bust of 2024. Congratulations, Braden Davis, going in to the tournament as the number one seed in the 125-pound bracket and not podium. No podium.
Oh, Penn State.
Ouch.
Braden Davis wasn't even really supposed to be a starter. I didn't even know. I thought, well, there's one of the backup guys. We need backup guys to have wrestling partners at practice. All of a sudden, here comes Braden Davis, and he's Big Ten champ. The fact that he gets seeded first in the tournament. Ask how many people expected him to be a podium guy at the beginning of the year, and not many people are saying squat.
No. At the beginning of the year, no. At the end of the year, though, everyone, to be a one seed. Plus, you have the path of a one seed. And I remember on our prediction show, I said he wouldn't podium, and that guy went nuts on me, tearing me apart. But one quick thing I wanted to add too, for kind of a bust as well, is Dean Hamidi going into the Big Ten finals was 26-0 with 23 bonus wins, and he was beating Messenbrink 9-2 with only a period and a half to go. So at that point in time, if you pinpoint that, you got a guy 26-0, 23 bonus wins, and he's about to bonus Messenbrink, and he doesn't podium.
That's interesting. Yeah, I forgot. You forget about that, right?
Yeah.
Now Messenbrink just looking absolutely dominant.
I know. And the two biggest ones, Hamidi, obviously, but Lovett didn't podium either, did he? No, he
got sixth. He did the semi-slide. He made it to the semis,
right.
Lost 1-0.
That's right.
Then he lost in the Conci semis, and then he lost for 5th and 6th.
Yeah.
Now it's looking like he doesn't even have a chance. Whew. My goodness. But listen, is he the one? Is he the award winner for who's in for the biggest spanking of 2025?
Oh, no.
I don't know. Actually, I do, because it's not him. It's another Penn State Greg Kirkville. Gable's back, baby.
I'm starting
he's in for a spanking.
This whole thing's starting to get a stench about it.
Oh, you love these awards, don't you? Yeah, and you're thinking maybe you start come up with your own now.
Can we, while you're praying at the altar of Steveson over there, I don't see, look, the man moves well. I'm saying you can game plan, and I think, who was I in a conversation with? Who would you be more shocked to lose, Messenbrink or Steveson? I think it was you, Kev. Was it you? And
Maybe,
yeah, both you and me said we'd be more shocked if Messenbrink lost.
Yeah, you did during a short, which that was the
Yeah.
wrong. I meant to tell you both.
That's
wrong
right.
answer from both of you.
Well,
Wrong. That's way incorrect.
Thank you.
What? No, Messenbrink is way more likely to lose than Gable at that weight.
To who?
Anything can happen.
He texts Caliendo, who's the number 2 guy.
I mean, I just watched a highlight of Wyatt getting the first takedown on Kirk last year. Right? Didn't he? I think.
Yes, and you know what? Normally, I'm just wrestling based, and I'm not a big fan of Gable, and some of the history. There's some muck. There's some muck in that history, which I don't know if it's true or not, but that's kind of tainted me a little bit.
I'm with you.
It's kind of tainted me. No.
Well, okay. I'm sorry. I got to bring it up. Kevin, after this one, I will throw it to you for another one, but you just bring it up. Gable is the award winner this year of, congratulations, Gable, most serious about not wrestling award. How few times can you wrestle and still be wrestling?
Kevin, we just had the soldier salute.
Right.
What are you doing, Gable? What, were you busy or something? Were you in the middle of Madden 25 or something? Had a big game on? Why in the world wouldn't you want to wrestle?
He's way ahead of schedule. He's got 3 matches in already. Are you kidding me? The year he won the Hodge, he had 18 matches. He could take another 2 weeks off.
Well, and that goes towards any wrestler that doesn't wrestle, and maybe it's not their call. Maybe it's the coaches, but the wrestler, you did all this work. You're tight, you're fit, you're strong, you're ready to go. Your lungs are strong. Everything's ready to go. Why don't you go when the lights are on? But I don't get that. My mind's my head's spinning.
He's saving
should we
himself. Should we get injured? I don't know. I'd love to see him wrestle.
Should we break the news?
What's that?
Sorry, go ahead. I said, should we break the news about Gable? About the 2028 LA Olympics? He actually, you can see here, he qualified for the breakdancing.
Oh, yeah, Kevin found this.
That's right.
Found this deep in a rabbit hole, didn't you, Kevin?
A new direction he's going.
I died to dig for this, but he's looking great. Look at that kangaroo hop. I mean, he looks unbelievable. So,
I mean, you never know what's for.
Kudos to you, buddy.
Right?
It's the only thing left to do, right?
Hey,
the only thing left he can do to fail at. You know? Unbelievable.
Isn't it true someday he'll be past his prime and he'll think, dang on, I wrestled about an eighth of the amount that I could have. I could have racked up a whole bunch of world medals and gold, Olympic medals, and what did I get? Goofy in the head or something?
It's unbelievable. It's like that saying, holding the winning lotto ticket. That is meant for him. He is holding a winning lotto ticket, and he would have gone down as the greatest ever. He had the potential to win 3 gold medals, which no American has ever done.
Yeah, think about that.
In wrestling. He could have been the first.
And the third would have been in L.A.
And
think about that.
I don't want to drone on about Gable, but I got to stand up for him this much. You can't criticize a guy that his dream, obviously his dream, he fell in love with The Rock, and he said, that's what I want to do. I can't criticize him for going for it. Now, he learned along with us in live time that no, he doesn't have all the elements to be The Rock 2.0. You got to be an actor or something, or charisma, or I don't know. There's no denying his wrestling is
it's hard to be
supreme.
great at more than one thing.
Yeah.
And those are two entirely different.
But the fact that he went for it, I'm not going to criticize him. I give him
kudos.
I learned that in 2024.
Kevin, we use that right?
I learned that in 2024.
No more touche. No more touche.
No more touches.
You know what, though, guys? I don't blame Gable for going out and trying his dreams. I blame the people around him for not telling him that he has no acting ability whatsoever, and that you can't just go to the NFL and play a sport when you've never put pads on.
I said,
where was who's giving this guy advice? I mean,
that's what I said from the start. He's got bad advisors, dude. Remember?
Now, I know you got a lot more awards. Can I give one? I have like 2 or 3.
Yeah,
Can I give one of mine?
Yeah.
Okay. The Afraid of the Big Bad Boogieman Award. That's AJ Ferrari for being too scared to contact BG.
For an interview.
Watch out! Stay away from them boys.
Wow. So you're saying we're the big bad boogeyman? Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Let's get AJ on here for an interview.
All right.
That actually takes me most anticipated match of this upcoming year. I actually have Angelo Ferrari and Carter. Even though I think we still are we going to get that? And is that the right answer for that award?
Now, I don't think, if you're asking me, I don't think now.
You don't think we're going to get that now?
No, because Angelo's got 2 more dates. Kevin, am I wrong? He had to use a date for the Southern Scuffle.
Yeah, he's got 2 left, and if you're Tom Brands, listen, unless they're really rolling and Penn State's got some kind of injury, you're not winning that dual meet. So are you going to waste it on a dual? Maybe you do it hoping to not get embarrassed as much in the score. I don't think there's any, but I think he'll use it for Oklahoma State.
Absolutely.
And maybe Minnesota, because you don't want to lose either of those.
I wouldn't be surprised he weighs both of them in, and all of a sudden things are going his way, and he would put Angelo out during the Penn State match. I think that decision will get made like right before.
Is it the last duel though? Oklahoma State, I think, is the last duel. So yeah, so
they go January 31st or something like that. The end of January they go.
All right, so if it's not that, what is it? Levi O'Toole most anticipated? Is it?
Well, I'm equally fascinated by Arnold and Starachi. To me, that's a biggie.
I don't see that being close.
I think it's going to be that has 4-1 written all over it.
I mean, if Gabe Arnold's the one who goes out there, he is runner up for the biggest spanking. I'm telling you, he's runner up or in for the biggest spanking. If he goes out there against Carter.
Most anticipated match. Wow, that's quite a good question. Who did you have down?
I had Angelo and Carter, but if it's not that, maybe it's
might
Levi
not
O'Toole,
be that.
Maybe it's Kirk Gable. Maybe.
No, I'll admit. I now admit that I'd be shocked if Hendrickson or Kirklevitt beats Gable.
Well, how about on that note, predictions? Because our best prediction winner from 2024 is actually you on the award show last year, proclaiming Nelson Brands will return to wrestling.
Oh, that one was easy.
That
one was easy.
And,
are you kidding? Although
Wayne's Nostradamus. Are you kidding me? I mean, you said whether you were serious or not, you said it. Aaron Brooks would make it, and you also said Spencer Lee would lose.
Well,
NCAAs.
Look, let me tell you what you do. You just throw something out that's half wacko. I've been hinting around that Gable may lose to Hendrickson or Kirklevitt. Okay, you throw it out. I know it's half wacko, but just in case it comes true, and look at the big genius over here. But everybody forgets about it because I've made some that didn't come true, and we all forgot about that. We did remember me saying, is Spencer's losing this year? I did say that multiple times.
I think that was last year's
throwing darts.
best prediction.
Wayne's just over there throwing darts.
Sorry. Anyway,
I guess runner-up would be Kevin predicting Braden Davis winning podium.
Wow, that's
pretty
true. That was big.
Maybe that was it.
Because at that point,
Well,
125 is very much the same, too.
It's only happened a handful of times where a number one seed hasn't podiumed as well.
Wow.
I'd have to go back and look or message Jason Bryan about that, but it's not been often that a one seed hasn't podiumed.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
That was a good call, though. I mean,
speaking about good calls, how about our best bet of the year award winner? Me for betting Sarah Hildebrand to win Olympic gold at plus 200.
wow.
Screen,
Yeah.
folks.
Wow.
I told her I
That
did when I
is
interviewed
money.
her after the fact, too. And
That's pretty crazy.
Sarah Hildebrand, although I will say the runner-up best bet was the guy who beat Spencer, because those folks, if you know wrestling, come the Olympics, go bet them, because sports books
Right
do
away.
not understand wrestling. Those odds were way out of whack in favor of the Americans.
They should hire you, Zach, or somebody. They should hire somebody, because when you see bets, you have to get in on them right away, because then do you notice they pull them off? They're like, guys, we don't know what we're doing. We just got all these bets in for this. And then they adjust them, and then they put them back on. So if you see wrestling bets go out, get on there right away, because they're all screwed up.
Yeah, but all right, Kevin, let's start to you for an award, man.
All right.
Yeah, I got the Say Hello to My Little Friend award, and that's going to go to Brock Hardy for getting split with Mendez there. The nice little crotch picture there at the NCAAs.
Oh, all right. Say hello to my little friend. What are you implying there, Kevin?
He got
Oh,
spladled.
nothing.
He got spladled.
Okay, all right.
And
How did we forget that?
Yeah.
That's
You know,
like forever
the funniest
ago.
part of that, Kevin, was the look on Hardy's face. It's
Yeah,
like,
he was like,
I can't believe this is happening to me.
Yeah.
I cannot.
he said he saw his family in the stands,
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's just like,
at that point, that's where he knew he was going to spend the rest of the match right there.
oh,
in
God,
this most
I,
embarrassing
He went on like ESPN and did an interview after the fact, didn't he? Like, or Pat McAfee or
he was a
something.
good he was a good sport about it. I got to be honest with you guys. My freshman year on varsity, we have like sectionals, super sectionals, which is state qualifier in states. I was in super sectionals in the quarterfinals, and I'm beating this kid, and I got spladled, and it was the most embarrassing. I mean, everyone brought it up, all like somebody bringing up hey, didn't this happen to you? And then Adam Sandler, that one movie, he's like, well, my mom died too. You want to talk about that also? Like, he's just shocked, like, because everybody's bringing it up. Remember when you got spladled? Yeah, I remember.
Hey, listen, I can't believe I'm going to bring this up. But, sometimes high school gyms get as quiet as Rec Hall when the match is going on. Have you ever watched a match, or did you wrestle in a match where, your mom or something shouldn't have made them beans? Shouldn't have made them beans at 3 hours before the match, and you literally heard passing of gas during a match. Do you ever hear that?
I don't think I have, but
Kev?
I'm sure that happens a lot, right?
I haven't heard that. However, not to try and be a one-upper, my friend Jason wrestled for the high school down the road from me, and he was a few years older, and they had their big like alumni senior night, and this is a God honest truth. And he had really hard time making weight, and he was taking laxatives, and he
I don't know if I want to hear
crapped
the rest.
himself. He crapped himself in his singlet in front of everyone.
I apologize
Everyone
for
called
bringing
him,
that
You know
up.
what?
Zach.
And you know what that would require?
We just went off the rails.
Well, that leads me to my next award winner, which is that would require the medical
No.
staff to come out, right? And, our best medical staff of the year award winner, and now a two-time award winner. Congratulations, Everyone except Cornell. Oh, that hurts. Everyone except two-time.
Oh my God, I'm on.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in Cornell.
Kevin, do you think that anyone at Cornell, or possibly even the trainer at Cornell, has ever watched BEG?
It's banned from their airwaves.
Yes, I do believe. I do know that. I know this.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
yeah, wow, right?
Well,
just wow.
Can you could pass on the word that there'll be an award coming to them?
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. But all right, let's move on, folks. Let's move on to some exciting things. Like, how about the most boring person of the year?
Oh,
and congratulations, another two-time winner. Congratulations, Cale Sanderson. Sanderson, most boring person of the year award winner. Now, I will say, close second actually coming in here. Kevin came in a close second. I'm just kidding, Kevin. I'm just kidding.
What an ass.
But Cale, the award
so
winner.
funny.
Well, you talk about a crotch shot.
Anytime I can be put in the same sentence with Cale Sanderson, I'm all for it. Thank you, Zach.
All right.
But how dare you, Zach? And not to me, but to Cale. He gave you the longest interview answer, and you're going to diss him like that?
Oh, that's the problem. It's not Cale. It's the people asking the wrong questions. You're asking the wrong questions.
Yeah, like Bran said.
Yeah, and he wasn't that boring that day.
You know what I just figured out? Cale has got the same thing going on with the media in Penn State that Tom does in Iowa. Only thing is, they're probably even more scared of Cale in Penn State than they are of Tom in Iowa. Right? I'm dead serious.
We criticized Iowa's media a couple episodes back, and I thought it can't get any worse. The last couple of press conferences, Zach, I'm here to proclaim it has gotten worse.
Yeah. Well,
it's pathetic.
Yeah, let's get better at that. But it takes me to my next one, though, which is a great one, which is the best post-match interview of the year. And this one ain't close. Patrick Kennedy, put your boots on and get to work.
Yeah. Your first match back in Carver Hawkeye this season. What did it mean to get it done in front of this crowd?
Put your work boots on, shut up and go to work.
2 quick takedowns early. How important was that for you?
Just go out there and wrestle how you want to wrestle. Put the scoreboard in a position of exhaustion. Well, then put points on the board. Right, Shane Sparks? Exhausted scoreboard.
Appreciate it. Congrats, Patrick.
Shut up and get to work. Patrick Kennedy.
Yes.
What a goal. What a dog. And I'll just say he's one of our finalists for BEG Dog of the Year.
It's going to be hard to root against Patrick Kennedy. In fact, I will only be doing it for one match this year.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 if we have him at Nationals.
I'm telling you, I
But
don't know
yeah,
if I don't know how he's not out there over Nelson Brands.
Yeah.
That's just going to get interesting. And you know what? He just gave another interview. He ain't even worried about that. Credit to that kid. Workhorse.
I just wanted to say real quick to touch one last thing on the being afraid of Tom Brands and Cal, the people who are doing the interviews. You got to figure Cal Sanderson, if you piss him off, he's just going to beat the hell out of you. But if you piss Tom Brands off, he might just go to your house one night and take out your whole family, because he just has that vibe to him. So I think there's just 2 totally different things you want to.
Yeah, I know. Even a whole different level of power and authority. I don't know. But
all I say is the entertainment that we're missing out on, because we have some Iowa reporters that are just wimpy. Am I wrong?
Could you imagine if we were in
someone that just challenged him a little bit? That's flare him up a little bit. The entertainment value, the good for the sport. I mean, and I am not kidding. ESPN's grabbing some of this footage to show during their whatever. Top 10 list.
It would be, yeah.
Whatever. I'm telling you, that gets entertaining in a hurry. But meanwhile, we got reporters that I want to stay in good with Tom. I don't want to make Tom mad.
That's how
media
works. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand it, guys. Because if you think about it, Cal has a real dry sense of humor, but he does have a sense of humor, and he's showing it. You know, like
You know what?
like when he said, you know,
I have a media
Christian,
pass
like
to Penn
you got a
State.
plan,
I gotta
and
get up there and ask questions. I'm going
and,
up there before the end of the season, and I'm gonna ask
That's what
questions.
I'm
and that's what I'm
talking.
talking about.
Yeah, and they're
Even,
going to have plenty of them.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and let's make some noise.
And
up
he
there.
remembers your face, too.
I bet he does. Yeah, I bet he does. He looked
He's
at it for
waiting
a
for
long time.
you.
He said,
He's been waiting
Who's
for
this
you.
new goon up here in the front row asking me questions? Security.
yeah, even
Security.
even
He's-
Brands though, man, even Brands. Why wouldn't you want to have fun with him? I would just.
Oh, I know.
He's goofy as hell, man.
You know, there
both these
might-
guys, you can ask them questions.
There might very well be. He already knows what he wants to say to you, and it's in the back of his head. He's just waiting for you to show up again. You almost have to show
Who's
up
that?
now. Kale.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get there.
Yeah,
I'll
not
get
not
there.
Tom,
How about let's
because
make that my
Tom
New
is
Year's
like.
resolution. Bang. How about that? All right, Kevin, you got one? Or you want me to keep rolling here?
I got one.
Yeah, I got. Oh, go ahead, Wayne.
All right. The largest family in all of wrestling goes to the Bass family. The Bassmania. That's my guy. There's 150 of them in that family now. You talk about a family reunion.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
God, no, Bass. I'm just poking fun. Come on.
Biggest family. But that does actually remind me of an award. Are My Guy I was going to name. Where is it? Are My Guy, the finalists came down to Dom Zacconi and Angelo Ferrari, but ultimately, Dom Zacconi. I mean, the man announced an entire duel meet with me. So thank you,
Yeah.
Dom. He wins our My Guy.
And I feel safe. We can proclaim him.
A My Guy. And we got more coming with him, too.
I'm getting close to proclaiming the entire Campbell
That was
team.
one of the big ones, too, folks. I just brought it up. I had to bring it up.
You know, for the record, you know, we poke a little fun there, Justin, Willie. If you don't fight back, it ain't no fun. So balls in your court.
That's true. Let's get him to fight back.
Yeah, it'd be funny if they called us like Bag or something, you know.
Go ahead, Kevin.
All right, Kevin.
All right, I'll fire through a couple here. I got the third person of the year award. I know Gable's going to go home with a lot of trophies from us, but third person of the year, because there's nobody in the world that possibly says his own name as much as Gable.
Biggest thought was, will Gable Stevenson have rust? Will Gable Stevenson be slow? Will his feet be tired? Can someone push him 6 minutes? Can someone stand toe-to-toe with Gable Stevenson?
The world that Gable Stevenson is the real deal. Showing the world that he can compete with the best of the best and beat the best of the best.
Yeah.
But they want to see what Gable Stevenson is going to bring. We're going to show them. You're going to see Gable go out there and do the same thing he does every time. When the lights come, Gable comes even harder. So if Gable's telling you, then I think you should listen.
Kevin put that together for us, folks. So congratulations, Gable. I'm sure he knows who Gable is.
What was that award called? The third person award.
Third person of the year award. Yep.
Oh, yes. Good call, Kev.
All right.
Thank you.
Congratulations. You got another one?
Yeah, I got the Freebie of the Year award. This kind of it kind of was funny, but it's really angering actually. And this goes to Mekhi Lewis at NCAA's. He's wrestling in the Consties. Ben Pasek from Army, and it's 0-0, and Ben shoots in on a single, and they go right by the out of bounds, and he locks him up and pins him. First time Mekhi's ever been pinned, right? And he's going crazy. The place is going nuts, and all of a sudden a brick comes out, and they overturned it, and not only because they said Mekhi's foot hit a coach on the mat next to them.
That's true.
And not only did they overturn it, but they gave him 0 points.
Fire Shapiro. And your number 1 at 6 for Penn State, Tyler Kasad. Your match coming to 600 Garvin from Stanford, Peyton Hall of West Virginia. Hit Hudson, looking for a soul. For Army West Point. A brick from 5 Virginia Tech.
No running time. 21 seconds. All right. Thank
There's no takedown, no call. We're neutral. Absolutely horrible. So
The call is changed here on one. No falls for Pazoo. We go back to 0.
Not a takedown or back points. And he ended up losing the match 4-0. And you should have heard the Army coach was just like, move the effing chair. Like he was going crazy. It was just such a freebie of here you go.
Wow.
On to the next round.
Freebie winner of the year, Makai Lewis.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, all right. That's good. How about biggest traitor of the year? All right. Now, the finalist that I had was the Arizona State wrestling team going to Iowa, but our winner ultimately, David Taylor. David Taylor, ultimately the winner, but that was a close second. Arizona State.
What was the award?
Second was Arizona. Biggest traitor of the year.
Yeah, the Arizona Hawkeyes.
The Arizona Hawkeyes.
Yeah.
Close second. We'll see if they can trump David Taylor maybe for 2025. But here's a serious one. Innovative Coach of the Year. Coach Sintas, Campbell University. The man, if you didn't know this man's track record, folks, he was the first one to have an outdoor dual meet out in California when he was at Cal Poly?
Well, am I overstating this? It kind of took some balls to call you up and say, come announce our matches. We never even did it before. He don't know what but you know what? It took some balls and it paid off, didn't it?
It did. And
because at least it seems like the team enjoyed it and we enjoyed it. I don't know if anybody else enjoyed it, but we enjoyed it, didn't we?
We enjoyed it.
I think he enjoyed it. The coach enjoyed it.
Not only that, it was the duel on the diamond. And, given the current state of Campbell wrestling, I think Coach Sintas and his innovation is probably the best man for that job. I
fell in love with Coach.
He's willing to, and go look him up, man. He's lived on every corner of the country and done unique things.
He's pushing the envelope.
Everywhere.
He's pushing the envelope. And I tell you, you got to give it to the coaches that do that. There's not a lot of them that do that.
Yeah, yeah. And there's a serious award for you. But here's another serious one, right? Okay. Social media MVP. A lot of social media. Should be more. Could be more in wrestling. I found one who's great at it, okay? It's Saturday Night Lights Wrestling on Twitter. And personally, thank you. Shout out to him. He shared our Dankins highlight.
The thing is I think Jenkins wants to stay on offense here and he does. And it's a blow through double, baby. It's a blow through double.
It's Wrestling SNL.
Saturday Night.
Yeah, I know. It's Wrestling SNL.
Yes, and let me tell you, whoever that is, props to you. He cuts them quick. He puts them out.
That's true.
They're very well done. I mean, he does it within minutes of it happening. He had the Dankins highlight. And some Shannon Hannah highlights from our live stream within minutes of them actually being live.
And he's got a big following. The Dinkins highlight.
We need more him.
That's got like 102,000
over 100,000 views on the Dinkins highlight. And hey, we need more Saturday Night Lights wrestling out there. Quick, good on social media.
Well, don't confuse people. It's Wrestling SNL.
I'll show it on the screen. Their award,
that's
it.
Go follow him on Twitter. X.
He's really good, and also kind of an honorable mention I'd like to say is Pirate. Pirate Wrestling is unbelievable. He puts out schedules that even he gives to Jason Bryant for his email, and he's on Twitter, and he gives out all sorts of really cool different stats, schedules, and he's been doing it for years. So kudos to him.
Jason Bryant should be honorable mention on that too.
Well, his daily emails, the Matt Talk Online, is second to nothing. Platform, you name it. That is really, if you're a wrestling lover, that's where to go. Matt Talk Online, Snot.com.
That's where to go. But we got to move on. How about the biggest beef of the year? Now, I'm going to tell you second place. There's a lot of beef in wrestling.
All right.
Second place, Jordan Burroughs and Mitchell Messenbrink. You happen to remember that one? At the Olympic trials, you happen to remember that one? Penn State fans getting all fired up. Jordan more like Jordan Burroughs or Penn State should be.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. JV versus Penn State.
But, you know, they only came in second because by far the Carter Srirachi and AJ Ferrari beef had to take the cake. Congratulations, Carter and AJ. Biggest beef of the year.
That's
Their
true.
Twitter beef. They're going back and forth. Stuff was deleted, but ultimately,
lines crossed.
Longer duration, there than the Burroughs versus
That
Penn
kind of
State.
goes right in with my next one, the most delusional award. I'm giving to Gabe Arnold. He's the one that goes on social media saying Carter Strachey's the guy I'm going to beat. Now, I like confidence. I do, but please.
Yeah, come on.
Please.
You like it.
Of course, anyone's beatable, right? Especially Gabe Arnold is explosive. And anytime you got an explosive guy, there's moments of danger. You got to be smart. But
We'll see. All right, Kevin, what do you got?
I got the Foghorn Leghorn Award for Boy I Say Boy. And this one is Vito Arujau, who
over here.
Pointed down at the mat, as you see in the video and picture here. Points down at the mat and tells Crookham, "Boy, I said boy." Get to the center of the mat.
Legendary move, which
I've never seen anything like it.
That was.
You've never seen anything like it.
You love it, dude. You love that originality, and we've seen it duplicated since. Shanahan at ours, but
I only have one more award. You want me to get it out of the way?
Go ahead.
Okay, please don't put the graphic of Debbie Downer up because I'm starting to Debbie Downer myself. A lot of negative stuff here. But Kevin, Zach, the worst wrestling match I've ever witnessed all time. It happened within the calendar year. All time. Zach Elam versus Colton Schultz, 1-0. Elam's win over Colton Schultz. That officially was the worst match I've ever seen in my life, and the worst officiated match. And second place, he isn't even remotely close.
So we shouldn't go watch that match.
No, don't ever go. If you don't believe me,
I do have
go look it up.
Bad. It was bad. It was bad, Wayne. You know what, though? I was sadly enough can say there is an honorable mention, Wayne, and it was this past weekend at the Midlands. Don't watch 157 DJ McGee versus Johnny Lovett. It was so bad. It was so bad. It ended 1-1, and one guy had more riding time, right? But it was so bad that when they threw a brick out, I literally started crying because I knew the match was going to last longer. I was in tears, and it was real bad. And if you thought that Midlands crowd was empty then, you should have saw it after that match. It was real empty. It was just horrible.
Really, this has nothing to do with the wrestlers. All this blame, me and Kevin's whining that we just did, is towards the refs. This is in your hands, refs.
Yeah,
you control this. That ref
can prevent
literally
stalling.
fell asleep in that Elam Schultz match. I seriously, if I was in there live, I would have been tempted to go up and smack him right beside the head. Wake up, dude! Wake up!
Yeah. Well, I mean, don't go watch that match, right?
Yeah.
Just don't.
I'm done. I'm done.
All right, I got to move on. My final regular, and then I got some serious ones. But the biggest bully of the year award winner this year goes to, congratulations, Jordan Burroughs.
Get out of my way.
Remember,
punk.
he's pushing Messenbrink's head down. Get out of here, you little punk.
No, I thought it was
after.
I think it was Messenbrink
After,
pushing.
though. Yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
It was a little bit of both, wasn't it?
Yeah, Burroughs bullied him around and bullied around the Penn State fans. Even though, who was it? North then came back and got the revenge for the Penn State fans. But
I think that he deserved it, though. He was instigating the heck out of him. Even Askren said, "Oh no, Jordan had every right to slam his head in the mat. I've had to do that too to Mitchell."
That's right. He did say that. Yeah.
Zach, I just have. Do you want me to just
Go
do
ahead,
my
man.
last?
Yep, go ahead. And then I just got
okay.
about 5-7 final awards here.
Okay. So this one, I know some of my titles people might not understand at first, but this one I call The Floor is Lava. And what that is, it's a song for little kids. I have a 2-year-old, where they go, the floor is lava, and they're like jumping off the floor. This award goes to Anthony Echemendia for not only not being able to choose bottom, but literally having his coaches scream at him to run away during the Ridge Lovett match. And as he's trying to run away, Ridge grabs him and throws him on his back, and he loses the match.
Over under body lock for Echemendia. Now stepping in. Who's got who? It's Echemendia. And he's going to get 3 more added to his lead. And now Dresser and Metcalf are saying, let him go. And they may not get that opportunity as he's got the reversal and he's looking for more. Big trouble for Echemendia. And he's on his back, giving up a count. Unbelievable. Close to the fall now is Ridge Lovett.
And I've never seen that before, and I've also never seen a guy give a 3-point escape up like he did to lose to Parco.
The 3 points.
Shows the strength of Echemendia as he's up 3-1 in this matchup.
Locked hands.
Tom Brand's already thrown his brick in there like Patrick Mahomes.
So they do give locked hands against Echemendia.
We got 2 bricks to him.
He has no idea what he's doing. He locks his hands, and then he does an illegal cutback, and he gives up an escape. You would think that if he did an illegal cutback and lock your hands, the guy wouldn't be able to get an escape, but he did. So the floor is lava. Bottom mat wrestling is lava to Anthony Echemendia.
I can hear the coach now. That mat.
Oh, it was so funny.
Is magma. Magma. You get off of that magma.
Yeah, I don't know. Hit the practice for that a little more, but all right.
the last one that I have. Now, you could either name this the Jekyll Hyde Award, or you could name it comeback. Not comeback like Player of the Year, but comeback in the match award. Now, I got 1A and 1B. Okay, the first one is Hunter Garvin versus Caliendo, where this blows my mind. These stats: 1 minute and 54 seconds into the match, the score was 9-2. So Garvin outscored Caliendo 9-2 in 1 minute and 54 seconds. In another exactly minute and 54 second span in the match, Caliendo outscored Garvin 14-3. So 9-2 in 1 minute and 54 seconds, 14-3 in 1 minute and 54 seconds. I thought that was kind of crazy.
That was.
And
use more of that
the other one was which we kind of touched on, was Messenbrink and Hamidi. And in that one, the same thing as far as the score was 9-2. A little bit more time left in this one, and riding time was locked, not locked, but riding time advantage as well. And then after that, Mitchell Messenbrink went on a massive comeback there.
He kind of won going away.
It was 9-2. I'm sorry, and then it ended up being 11-2. So 9-2 and then 11-2.
Oh,
so 9-2 Hamidi and 11-2 Messenbrink.
Right.
So it's crazy though. It's like if in both circumstances you in this single match are getting majored, and then from that point on in that same match you go turn around and from that point on major the guy who just majored you in the same match. It's just
That's pretty crazy. We need more wrestling like that. But all right, are you done? Is that all you got?
Yeah, I'm all done.
Okay,
Thanks.
well, I'll get into my final. These are the most prestigious awards for 2024 BEG here, folks. And first to start, we got to name our most valuable purchaser award winner. Now, last year, it was Bourmet. Bourmet, you're going to have to... Marty, we need that trophy back. It's a traveling trophy.
Yeah, come on, Marty.
Forget the trophy. How about a phone call, Marty?
Yeah,
Let's
Marty.
Go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's touch base. But coming in a close second was David Taylor. You know what's going on. He's on pace to maybe make a run in 2025. But congratulations, Tom Brands, for most valuable purchaser of the year 2024. Go look at that squad, baby. It's Tom and Bob. Tom and Bob.
Tom and Bob.
Hand in hand winning most valuable purchaser of the year. So
You know, that last match they had Iowa on. No, it was the tournament. And I think it was Sparks was saying, this Iowa team this year is just unbelievable how good they are this year. And I wanted to just come out and say that you mean the Arizona Hawkeyes.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom, it has to bother Tom a little bit. You can't really put some sort of pin on your chest. I created this. No, Bob should have the pin. Bob should have the big pin.
Yeah.
Look what I created.
They're both getting the trophy. Yeah.
You could split it up and give Arizona State the Farm Team of the Year award. You know, for the Farm Team of Iowa. That way they get a little credit.
Well, they came in second for Traitors of the Year. But all right, moving on, folks. Here's a serious one. The best new thing in wrestling. And this one also not close. Wrestle Madness. Basically, it's fantasy wrestling, folks. Wrestle Madness, folks. WrestleMadness.com.
I agree.
Go there.
I agree.
They made it more enjoyable for us, that's for sure. So, all right, moving on. Our 2024 biggest hater of the year. Now, last year, if you recall, Jacob was our winner. Remember Jacob? He's not a big fan. Well,
the comments, the negative comments to every episode.
He didn't like a lot of stuff we did. So
that's right.
We have.
I
don't remember what happened.
I remember him.
But he didn't win this year.
Yeah.
This year, congratulations, Tim, and a lot of numbers and digits after your name.
Oh, Tim.
Yeah, Tim likes to every now and then.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm just going to say this. I think Tim loves us.
I think he does now.
Yeah, and he just this is his way of expressing it. Tim, come out and just say it. You actually love BEG. Wouldn't miss an episode for nothing. Now,
I've never seen a guy that literally hates something so much but can't miss an episode.
And literally recalls stuff from months ago. It's an incredible memory he has. But all right, how about the best story of the year? Okay, what was the best single story of the year? I gotta say, to me, Sarah Hildebrand, congratulations, that gold medal run. Going in as an underdog. Remember, there was a heavy favorite on the other side, and Sarah Hildebrand ends up pulling it through. Now, there's a lot of people that are in there, obviously, some gold medals and every NCAA champion, but ultimately,
what a wonderful person too.
I mean, Sarah Hildebrand, the fact that 4 years ago, you know, she was in the Olympics and didn't achieve her goals, and then
my take, every one of them Olympic ladies that you've interviewed, I became fans after watching the interview.
Great people.
Like, you could tell how humble, how just nice, how friendly, how really none of them were flamboyant, were they?
And listen, I think me and Sarah are doing a live streaming rock climbing competition here in 2025. So more to come with Sarah, folks. Story of the year winner, but we got to move on here. How about our BEG Wrestling Fan of the Year? Folks, first and foremost, we appreciate everyone who watches the show.
This is a tough call.
All is, and yes, it is. I mean, you got to think about everything, every platform we're on.
It should be a list.
It should be. And there was, a lot of finalists. Michael B., Christian, more people than I can name. But ultimately, there was one person who did one thing that was above the rest. And it's congratulations to Brandon V, okay? And you might not even know this, folks, but Brandon, he always comments and he always watches. And
high school wrestler.
He's called in before, and in fact, not only once before, he's called in
multiple
twice.
times. Yeah.
He did the Trump impersonation. Braden did that. I mean, come on, who else is doing that, dude? Only Braden is doing a Trump impersonation.
You know what I like about Brandon? He's on the BEG chat, which, by the way, folks, come join us on BEG Facebook. And from there, you'll see chat up there at the top. Hit the chat, and you can even join us at the BEG chat.
Yeah.
Which that's actually a very good chat. There's some really knowledgeable people in that chat. So it's not just a bunch of kids doing
we got big names in that chat, baby.
Yeah, troll stuff back and forth. But anyway, Brandon, he stands up for himself. Is it Brandon or Braden?
Braden.
It's Braden.
Braden.
Yeah.
It's Braden. Sorry, Braden.
Unbelievable. It's our fan of the year.
I can't get his name
right on brand for us, dude.
Yeah.
That's just right on brand.
Yeah, but Braden, he'll stand up.
Hey, man.
He'll stand up for what he just said. He ain't just gonna roll over because
he said he messaged me a couple days ahead. He said, "You want me to do it in person?" I said, "Dude, you're willing to do that? You call in. I'll get you on there. So
he's such a good
There's
kid.
so many.
Such a good kid.
appreciate you, Braden. Appreciate all the fans. Thank you. And
or some fans, man, that actually hurts just to give it out to just one guy.
I know it's very hard, very difficult. Yeah. And Braden, I think I'd already sent you a shirt, but if not, I think I did just the other week. Let me know. Along with every award winner here, just a couple more. Okay, you've been waiting for it here. The biggest three, folks. The biggest puss of the year.
Cry about it. Hey, Squirrel, why don't you go cry about it, you big puss? You big puss.
Okay, last year it was Tom who just started this award. This year, our finalist, Younger Bastida, almost made it. He broke his fingernail and couldn't wrestle in the But ultimately, okay, that could have been serious, so he did not win. Turns out it's basically all the coaches.
Okay.
All the coaches. Okay. Let's wrestle. Let's change the whole culture of the sport back to wrestling a lot again, right? No seating manipulation. All of them. Now, you said there's a couple that are probably higher on that list than others, but, you know, in general, we just had to name them all. No one specifically, but...
For our last podcast, Kevin, I spent a half hour whining about this whole not wrestling stuff. Probably not our most positive episode ever, but...
Yeah, but... Hey, you want to get positive? Right. How about our biggest Balls of the Year award winner? And this is another big one of the big five here. And a finalist, we had to mention Tyler Kazak, who in, what was it, 7 wins in a row in the NCAAs in the wrestlebacks? How many times has that been done, Kevin? Not a lot.
9.
Nine.
9 times.
Only 9 times in that. Shout out Tyler
Look
Kazak.
At Kevin hitting us with the fact.
Boom! Look at that. Bam, baby. But hey, ultimately it wasn't Tyler, it was Campbell Wrestling, baby. And Coach Sentai bringing home another award for Campbell. I mean, not only are they doing stuff like Duel in the Diamond and stuff like that, just having the balls to fight us.
And by the way, I'm immediately interested in the Southern Scuffle. Why? Because my guys there, your guys there.
I also failed to mention, what was it? Don Baker's match at the Knockout was one of my finalists for Match of the Year.
Oh, that was...
Hurt his knee. I thought he was done for the season, and he came back.
Incredible.
To go watch that live stream, that was...
And Kevin, when you're there, Matt, like, you can see pain. Nothing was being faked here. And even after he decides to keep wrestling, you could see this is real. And that was one of the most inspirational things I think I've ever watched.
Watching
live.
that bench explode, dude. That was
him getting the winning takedown with one leg. And that was incredible. Yeah. That was incredible.
I forgot to mention, but that was an honorable mention. But
that Campbell team, man, that Campbell team is a team that it's really hard not to root for those guys. They're just awesome people, gritty wrestlers, and they've been so good to us. They're just great. Man. Can't say enough.
I hope we work more with them in the future, but... All right, folks, this takes us to our final award for the year. I have others, but this is, I got to tighten this list up a little bit next year. And this is the first time we're naming this award the BEG Dog of the Year. All right? Now, the finalists are Carter Starachi, who not only was injured to the point we didn't even know if he was going to wrestle in the NCAAs, then he basically got so mad he quit the team on Twitter, right? Remember that? And then Kale talked him down.
Fingers are getting sore, Kale.
And then
this is really exciting.
And then he comes back and wins as a 9 seed. But Carter, next up, Shannon Hanna, which was the dog of the duel. Shannon Hanna, the finalist. And our third finalist is Patrick Kennedy, the Iowa Patrick Kennedy.
Good choices.
Quote of the year.
Good choices.
Congratulations to all three, but ultimately, I had to go and name this one personally. Congratulations, Patrick Kennedy, baby! Wow. You thought it should have been
Shannon Hanna.
Kevin, who's your vote go for?
Patrick Kennedy.
Who's your vote go for, Kevin?
I'm gonna go with Patrick Kennedy. I'm sorry, maybe because I wasn't there.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Patrick Kennedy, man, with the way he wrestles
that was inspirational.
And his spirit. Put your
little interview. I don't need no bag of money.
Yeah, and you know what?
This is where I'm happy, right here. And I was thinking, dude, this kid is not a kid. I'm pretty sure this is
You guys-
an old soul in this body.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You guys see that he's ranked number 5 in the latest BEG rankings at 174 pounds.
I can
Brands
understand
is
that.
out. and
By the way,
Kennedy's in.
our rankings, begwrestling.com. And
Yep.
Kevin, you're up and
Updated
rolling
weekly,
now with
yep.
them.
And,
Yep, up and rolling.
Didn't you even add something else too? We got team and individual. Team dual and individual.
Yep.
So-
In the individual rankings, in case you guys, anybody hasn't seen them, it's obviously the name, the school, what year they are, which is helpful, senior, junior, freshman, and their win-loss record up to date, which is great. I know a lot of those sites, they don't do that. They just give the names, but we got the record up to date as well, their win-loss record.
That's right.
It is very convenient. I
And
like that.
That is
Kevin.
also new.
I'll tell you the honest truth. I'm going to tell you this right now, Kevin. I need to see some rankings. And when you first started, I'd still go to like flow rankings. I didn't want to say anything.
Me too. No.
I didn't want to say anything.
But not anymore.
Dude, I'm literally punching in begwrestling.com. I like the rankings. I like it, but I like how you have them laid out too. And I like the records there, like all the information I need there.
Yep. begwrestling.com.
Hey,
That's been new in 2024. Kevin's been new. Can you imagine what's coming up here in 2025, folks? So,
Oh, let me tell you what's coming up in 2025. Some announcing of wrestling.
some live streaming here on BEG.
We just need a
Sports.
phone call.
That's right.
We
Hit
just
us
need a
up.
phone call.
Let's live stream your event. Promote your
Okay,
event.
go on.
Promote your wrestling, folks. It makes
I
no sense.
dare you to give us a junior high girls competition. We will show you how this can be exciting.
Yeah, I guarantee
Yeah,
it. I
he's
guarantee it. And
You guys were incredible. You guys were incredible
Thank
down in
you,
Florida.
Kevin.
And I'm not just saying that. It was awesome. And I
Well, it's
just
not
want to say
fake.
real quick. No, absolutely. It's always genuine with you guys. And I just want to say real quick, this year has been just fantastic. And I can't thank you guys enough for having me with you, because you guys had something special before I got here. And you took me in. And also the BEG fans out there, they could have been like, why is this guy here? And they've been great to me too. So it's been an incredible year, and I really appreciate you guys and the BEG
has been,
faithful.
Well, every enthusiastic body needs a brain. So it just made sense to bring you on, Kev. And now we got some wrestling brains on top of just all of our hooting and hollering.
That's right. That's
Okay?
right. And we will continue to build. But folks, as Kevin said, this is BEG is a group. We want to be like the family of wrestling. So everyone's input is welcome. And as we continue to build this thing,
If this is a little, I probably shouldn't say this, but you said the greatest new thing. And yes, Wrestle Madness does deserve that award. I could have swore I was going to hear BEG right then.
I did not give us any awards, did I?
No, you did not. And the best new thing in wrestling, I thought, here comes BEG. Here comes, we're going to have BEG real big right here. Nope. But
Last
I
year
didn't
Podcast
complain
of the Year.
because of who actually won. That's how much I like Wrestle Madness.
Yeah.
I got an individual award from Zach, so I appreciate that. So I guess,
But all right, folks. That's a wrap for 2024. We appreciate everyone, and like and subscribe. This is BEG Wrestling.
See ya.
That's absolutely.
That was a display of
Look at that
fight.
shot.
Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
That was a nice
Can
little.
he finish? Good defense
He's
here
got to
by
drive
Boogiemen.
that. He's got to drive forward. Come forward with that. Just keep coming forward. There you go. There you go. There you go. Look at the Campbell crowd over there. Campbell bench, all excited.
Campbell been waiting to explode over there on that bench. Bump Bob's in.
That was a reminder. Look at another ankle pick. Oh, nice. He's trying to pass the leg there.
25 seconds left here in the third period.
Oh my
goodness, Hannah left the mat. Did you see that?
Look at this. And I said, I've had enough. I've had enough. It's time.
Seems to be a critical match in this movie.
Yes. Oh!
The ankle!
Wow! That's what I'm talking about. Ankle kick.
I know. I'm seeing just
Look at this. Look at this.
Shannon
Yeah. most of them were probably stars.
Anakin is a highlight reel, dude. Yeah, I just let him up. He threw him out. If Shannon Hannah goes on
around to your dog of the day.
if he wins this match, I don't know how it couldn't be.